This is Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network, and this is a breaking news alert. Donald Trump is responding, more like ranting and raving on his failed social media platform following the Department of Justice's response to his motion for judicial oversight and other relief filed in federal court in the Southern District of Florida before Judge Eileen Cannon. And in the Department of Justice's filing attached as Exhibit F, showed some of the top secret, sensitive, compartmented information that was actually found during their August 8th search. This is after the Department of Justice had to get a grand jury subpoena for the return of top secret, sensitive, compartmented information after they identified that Trump continued to lie about not having the records and returning all of the records. And then after Donald Trump's lawyer signed a declaration and an affirmation saying all documents were returned on June 3rd. This precipitated the search where they found these top secret documents that were intermingled within other documents at the facility. They were found also with Donald Trump's passports, further showing his intent to use and utilize these documents in improper ways. And they were not just found in the storage facilities, but we're talking about hundreds of top secret and confidential and sensitive compartmented information. These documents are so top secret that they have to be viewed in sensitive compartmented information facilities where you can't have your phone. You're not allowed to take notes. You have to have someone stand next to you and observe you. And they're so top secret that even the FBI who conducted the search didn't have the clearances. So they had to find people with the right clearances to be able to review these records. So being caught red-handed, what is Donald Trump's response? He goes on Truth Social, and this is what he says. Terrible the way the FBI during the raid of Mar-A-Lago threw documents haphazardly all over the floor, perhaps pretending it was me that did it, and then started taking pictures of them for the public to see. Thought they wanted them kept secret. Luckily, I declassified. Well, first, with respect to the latter point of luckily I declassified, as I've repeatedly explained on these MeidasTouch breaking news updates, none of the crimes that Donald Trump is being investigated for require anything related to classification. It simply has to do with stealing national defense information and government records. That's number one. Number two, they are kept secret. The only photographs that were there were photographs simply showing that these documents had those colored copy labels showing that this is the top secret, sensitive, compartmented information. None of the documents are published. And the fact that Trump is concerned that they are taking the documents and photographing the crime, and he's ranting and raving about that to his base, shows how desperate he is and shows how the lengths he's going to try to manipulate his base. And I frankly don't even know what he's arguing here, and I don't think he knows what he's arguing, but that wasn't enough for him. Donald Trump then took to his failing social media platform in addition to writing this statement, and then he continued to write statement after statement after statement, again, like 30, 40, 50 statements that he put on his failing social media platform. You'll recall yesterday morning, in anticipation of the Department of Justice motion, he started reposting QAnon posts, and like literally he did 60 or 70 posts in the morning alone. That's how much of a deranged and demented person this is. And let's also look at what the House Judiciary said. And this was the response of the House Judiciary, and this is how dangerous they are. And so in response to the news about the DOJ filing includes the photos of classified documents found at Mar-A-Lago. To the right of the photograph, there are pictures of Time magazines or covers of Time magazines on the right. And this is what the GOP House Judiciary Committee says. That Time magazine cover was huge threat to national security with an emoji. I mean, number one, how unprofessional can you be? It's not even a real sentence that they have. The Time magazine cover was huge threat. That's how they talk, with an emoji dealing with these very sensitive national security matters. And then it's like, you don't want us to look at what's to the left of those magazines. And you're missing the whole point, obviously, which is that the fact that these top secret, sensitive, compartmented information is intermingled by Trump with all these other belongings shows his intent, shows that he was using this for improper purposes, shows that this was not some mistake. And obviously we know it's just not some mistake. And we know that through the factual recitation that's included in this government response to Donald Trump's motion for judicial oversight. So that's Donald Trump's response. I will keep you updated with more breaking news alerts. Make sure you hit the subscribe button now. Hit subscribe, support independent media right now. Thank you so much.
MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.